Okay guys, I've got a watch to unbox. So this is the first ever watch that I bought on Kickstarter. It's the first time that I ever actually backed a project. So I've been waiting a few months. I'll put exactly how long I've been waiting here on screen. I can't remember. This is my order date. This is when I ordered the watch. And of course, now this is the date I've actually received it. So a few months, you know, you've got to wait a few months when you buy you back on Kickstarter. But I've got it. This is my first ever Kickstarter watch. So we're going to unbox it, have a look at it and see if I like it. Excuse the hat. It's because I'm wearing my microphone on the front of my cap because it's the best place to put it for audio. Right, let's spin it around and check out the watch. You know, I always go on Kickstarter and there's always watches that I think about backing, but to be honest with you, I'm a bit impatient. I don't really like waiting for things, but this watch was that good for the money, and I genuinely think this watch is that good looking that I had to back it, and I had to, I had to get it into the collection regardless of the Kickstarter campaign. How big is this knife? It is absolutely monstrous, but it's a tool to get in the box. Okay, I think we're open. By the way, I'm not very good at this unboxing malarkey because I don't do unboxings, I do reviews. Okay, so the cardboard box was a little bit battered here, specifically, but sent inside of this beautiful bubble mailer, so there is absolutely no way this watch is damaged whatsoever, and that is good packaging. So if you don't already know by the logo that you can see there, this is a watch from one of my favorite British micro brands. I already got one of their watches in my collection. I actually have the Bronze Ocean, which is one of my favorite divers. This one, however, I called one of the best affordable watches of 2025. And, you know, I truly meant it because I put my money where my mouth is and I bought one myself. So this is Monro Adventure. They are a fairly new British micro brand. I think they've only been going for a couple of years, but already they've managed to sort of establish themselves as one of the best value British micro brands in my opinion. So first of all, we've got a little flyer. So this is the current Monro range. There's the GMT, there's the Ocean, and then there's the sports watch, the Urban. So let's see what we have here then. So nice little box, little metallic branding on there. You pull it out and then, oh wow, that's a nice box. So Monro do this sort of passport style packaging. The whole brand is, you know, travel influenced. The idea is that their watches are made for adventure, and of course that's why they're called Monro Adventure. Makes sense, right? But my favorite thing about Monro boxes is they open like a book. Look at that. So there is my watch, and then we also got a couple of different things in the box as well. So with every Monro, you get a second strap, and these are completely bespoke rubber NATO straps, which I'll show you that in a minute. And you then get a set of quick release spring bars. There's 2 in there, I believe, to be able to use the rubber strap. Okay, let's take off the dial sticker. Very nice. We then have, I mean, we've pretty much got wrappers all over here. So we've got one around the bracelet, and then we've got some stickers on the underside of the deployant. Take those off. By the way, if you're an insane person that leaves your case back sticker on, we can't be friends. That is not normal behavior. Take off your case back sticker. I don't care if the case back gets scratched. You're not supposed to wear a piece of plastic. Okay, so this is my Monro Urban Adventure chronograph with the gorgeous red dial. Now I did review this one. I reviewed one of the samples that I got from Monro Adventure. I did indeed review this exact one. I reviewed the red chronograph and I fell in love with it when I reviewed it. I knew I had to have it in the collection because of just how beautiful it was. So as soon as the Kickstarter launched, I went and pledged my, I think it was like £280, something like that. But one thing instantly that I can see is that, you know, the finishing of this bracelet has definitely been upgraded. Case finishing, beautiful. Also, these end links on the samples didn't quite fit and sit right. Let's test them. Yep, they fit in there much better. There's basically no wiggle room in there now, where you could wiggle them around a bit. The bracelet used to get jammed on the end links in the case, and there it just now goes straight underneath. That's a good fix there. I believe they've included half links, and yet you can see there is exactly 1 half link on each side of the bracelet to help find a better fit, because of course it's just a butterfly clasp. And of course, one of the reasons why I bought it is because it is a sports watch and it looks like a sports watch, you know, PRX, Royal Oak, that sort of thing. However, you actually get a regular 20mm lug width in here, and you get quick release spring bars, so you can wear it on any strap you want, including the second supplied strap that they give you with a watch. So I've not sized the bracelet because I'm recording, so I ain't got time, but let's have a look how it looks on wrist. I mean, I've already obviously tried this watch on, but there you go. There's it on wrist. Obviously, it's a little bit of a bigger piece. I think it's 40mm case, lug to lug. I think it's under 50mm. It looks a little bit bigger because it's got quite that flat, boxy case, but I think for a sports watch, for sort of a bit of a, a watch to wear around town, a watch to wear around the city like the watch is intended to be, I think this is absolutely class. Just look at it. It looks incredible. Obviously, you get that really sort of dramatic taper to the bracelet because it sort of connects up with the end links. So it must taper from like, I don't know, 28 down to what looks to be 18. So you get a nice sort of smooth transition, a bit of an elegant touch to quite a sporty utilitarian watch. Okay, so very impressive on the bracelet. They actually upgraded the links to screwed links as well, which is, yeah, that was unexpected, but we'll take screwed links. And we'll take a quick look at the second supplied strap. You get one of these with every single Monro Adventure. This is their custom, completely custom, bespoke rubber strap. So it features completely custom hardware with the Monro logos on the metal. You also get their slogan on the back, "Where will time take you?" You then get this sort of forward motion pattern, like a knurling effect almost. And that's to indicate, you know, adventure, travel, go in that direction, that sort of thing. And then, yeah, even signed with the Monro badge. I mean, these are some of the best quality rubber straps that I've ever tried out. Very rarely do you see a NATO strap made of rubber, but these are fantastic. And you can actually buy these separately from the Monro website as well for like £30 if you wanted to pick one of these up yourself. So these are in stock now. These are officially full released. Stock is available to buy if you want to get one of these. I'll leave the Monro website linked below. I think they have a discount code going on at the minute, so you can get these for a really good price. I believe all of them are under £350, something like that. But of course, if you can find a discount code, you might be able to get them for even cheaper. I'm going to size this up. I'm going to wear it. I'm going to post some pictures on Instagram, so go and follow me on Instagram as well if you haven't already. And I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Bye for now.